The rest is up to you. So call now, request your free guide, and explore the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans to choose from based on your needs and budget.
65 may get all the attention, but now is a good time to start thinking about how you want things to be.
Go long.
Attention, hip replacement recipients. If you had metal-on-metal hip replacement and suffered serious injuries or revision surgery, you may be entitled to a cash award. DePuy ASR and Stryker Rejuvenate and other hip replacement devices have been under FDA review. The FDA is aware of failures and dangers of all metal hip replacements and has raised concerns about high metal concentration in patients. Common injuries include early failure of the device, metal blood poisoning, bone fracture, dislocation, tissue damage from metal debris, and hip pain. If you had a DePuy ASR, Stryker Rejuvenate, or other metal-on-metal hip replacement implant and suffered serious injury or revision surgery, you may be entitled to a cash award. Time is limited. Call the number on your screen if you suffered serious injuries or revision surgery from your metal-on-metal hip replacement implant.
Call 1-855-262-8439 now. That's 1-855-262-8439.
If you can't see in time, you can't stop in time. Your safety is absolutely dependent on first having quality wiper blades. If you have traditional rubber blades, then listen. Heat cracks them, freezing tears them. Road salt and chemicals create grooves and fissures. The result? Streaking, skipping, missed spots, and chattering. I'm about to show you the first true wiper innovation in 100 years. Invisible Glass Instant Fit Silicone Wiper Blades. Invisible Glass silicone blades are virtually impervious to heat. They can withstand temperatures down to 80 below. Each blade has a protective housing and is supported by a stainless steel superstructure, delivering smooth, even wiping quality. Invisible Glass blades are shipped right to your house, free for 30 days. Just pay the low shipping. See clearly no matter what the weather with Invisible Glass wipers.
Call 1-800-611-5478. Just pay $9.95 S&P. Order now.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. The temperature, it's been a dropping, and a cold rain is in the forecast.
And if you have to walk to your destination, what should you wear? Well, of course you have to wear warm clothes, of course, but our own Sam Champion has this edition of Brainstorm, and he tells you a smarter way to do it.
In search of the optimal material to wear for cold, wet weather, we wired up Brainstorm's official test technician, Josh Garcia, and put him in our ice truck to test out 3 different types of material commonly found in your closet.
My buddy Nick here is going to be spraying you with a very cold stream of water in a very cold environment to figure out what the capabilities of these 3 base layers are.
An inactive body can easily maintain its core temperature of 98.6 degrees in ambient temperatures as low as 65 degrees. But below that, our bodies begin to lose heat into the surrounding air. So for this test, we chilled the truck far below that threshold, down to 20 degrees. First up, cotton. Cotton reaches peak insulating performance in dry conditions by trapping warm air near your skin. But cotton also loves water. It's capable of soaking up to 27 times its own weight in liquid, like sweat or rain. And this water absorption can be dangerous, especially in the cold. Our bodies actually lose heat 25 times faster when we're wet. Watch this. After getting sprayed, Josh's core body temperature actually falls about a degree.
When it's dry, it's not so bad. I actually feel a little warm. When it's wet, it's worthless. It's actually probably more efficient to be completely naked.
Next, polyester fibers are about 500 times thinner than a piece of paper. This makes polyester extremely lightweight, but also prevents it from retaining loft, which is the material's ability to hold heat close to the body. But polyester fibers are a byproduct of petrol or oil. And because oil repels water, polyester can dry 3 times faster than cotton. That's why Josh's vital signs are largely unaffected by the wetness. Finally, we put Josh in wool. Wool fibers are 3 layers thick. which helps prevent air from entering or escaping when it's dry. When wet, a chemical reaction between the wool and the water actually breaks the water's hydrogen bond and generates heat. In fact, in wet conditions, this process can increase the temperature of the wool by more than 25 degrees. It's this chemical reaction that gives wool its natural warming characteristics, and that allows Josh's core body temperature to drop just 1/10 of a degree in 20 minutes, making wool the top insulator in our test. Thanks, Josh. Sam Champion, The Weather Channel.
I always thought those sheep looked warm out there in the pasture. It's the wool. Who knew? From snow and ice to then rain returning to the south, Houston, New Orleans, Tampa, we are tracking some nasty weather, which actually will eventually combine with the northern stuff to give us a potential big snowstorm on Thursday. Viv, let's talk about that rainy south.
Yes, because we are watching an area of low pressure that will be pushing along the immediate Gulf Coast, and as it does, again, we could squeak out some rain anywhere from the Texas coastal bend all the way to the Florida Panhandle and eventually the peninsula of Florida. So that's our big story, rainy along the Gulf Coast. So here is the energy with that low pressure, again, already bringing some wet weather across the southern half of the Lone Star State. Most of this is well to your south, Dallas, but you can see coming in from the southwest side if you're in Houston right now, San Antonio, Victoria, all reporting rain. And this is the picture today, but notice tomorrow as it slides through the New Orleans area, Mobile, Alabama, Biloxi, Mississippi, right on into the Panhandle of Florida. And then on Thursday, there you have it, even down to Orlando, Lake Okeechobee, and maybe even down Miami way. We'll be dealing with some wet weather by Thursday. We'll be here, of course, following it.
Boston Market introduces our 2 for $20 complete meal deal. For just $20, get 2 individual meals, like our all-natural rotisserie chicken, 2 classic sides, 2 drinks, and 2 desserts, all for a limited time, only at Boston Market.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
And when they're asked, what did you do to make a difference in the world? They can say, I became a soldier.
Every Sunday night, we're taking our cameras to 14,000 feet.
This ain't a good place to make a mistake.
With these extreme fortune seekers.
Look how blue that is.
Gambling on the dig of their lives.
Get down now!
This is an absolute extreme situation. If this is my last year on the mountain, be a fine way to go out.
Season 3, Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 74. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
Hey neighbor, LED bulbs save hundreds of dollars on your energy bill and can last for over 20 years. And right now, get $2 instant savings on a variety of Fight dimmable bulbs at your neighborhood Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Please?
No.
Please?
No.
For those headaches that just aren't bad enough for a lot of medicine, there's new Excedrin Mild Headache. 35% less medicine, plus a booster to end everyday headaches fast.
Wow, my headache's gone.
Excedrin Mild Headache.
I have the flu with a runny nose. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold won't treat your runny nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Severe Cold and Flu relieves your worst flu symptoms plus runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Mommy!
良質熟練の技革新1000年の歴史を持つ文化が最先端の製造技術を使うと待てよあれこれってクライスラー
Reliability is now an American thing.
When it comes to Medicare, everyone talks about what happens when you turn 65. But really, it's what you do before that counts. See, Medicare doesn't cover everything, only about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is on you.
Consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement insurance plans, it could really save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. So call now and request this free decision guide. Discover how an AARP Medicare Supplement plan could go long for you.
Do you want to choose your doctors? Avoid networks. What about referrals?
All plans like these let you visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients, with no networks and virtually no referrals needed. So call now, request your free guide, and explore the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans.
65 may get all the attention, but now is a good time to start thinking about how you want things to be.
Go long.
6106. For a free brochure, call 1-800-594-6106.
The wildest weather ever caught on camera. Oh my God! Tonight, tomorrow night, every weeknight, wild weather at 8 on the Weather Channel.
Welcome back to the Weather Channel. It's time now for the winter weather update. And unfortunately, our top headline is the next winter storm is starting right now. So already we've begun looking at another system that will bring more snow to already snow-saturated parts of the country. And that in particular is the Northeast. Okay, here's a look at the winter weather alerts. These are advisories with a little clipper system that we're watching today, including around the Milwaukee area back to near Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we'll talk more about that system in a moment. Another energy that we're watching here off the Pacific Northwest coast. This one we think will eventually play a huge role in more snow we're expecting along the Northeast coast. But you can see right now it's already bringing some rain, much needed rain to parts of the Pacific Northwest, mind you. And eventually some of that actually could push as far south as San Francisco. So we'll keep you updated on that. But here is the other little clipper system that we're watching right now as it slides across the Dakotas into the west to central parts of Minnesota. So there's a piece of that system. And then the next one as it comes out of the Pacific Northwest and slides into the northern Rockies here with some additional snow even in the northern Rockies now in the mountains of Wyoming and Montana, even back to the Bitterroots of Idaho. And we think this system will continue now sliding on off to the east, could bring some light snow to parts of Nebraska and Iowa, eventually into Missouri, parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Again, this is Wednesday evening as it comes out of the Pacific Northwest and kind of slides across the middle of the country. So through Wednesday night, we're talking about a swath of light snow, some maybe heavier amounts here and there, like in the North Platte, Nebraska area, as much as 5 to 8 inches are possible. So we'll be watching all of these systems come together. Mark?
Well, Viv, a startling new statistic to share with you. Some 20,000 children are injured each winter while sledding. Some towns are actually responding with a ban on sledding, but as NBC's Jeff Rosen reports, some say that's just too extreme.
Winter is here, and it's on. But this can quickly turn to this. Violent sledding accidents caught on camera, crashing into cars, crashing into people, even going airborne.
I started crying and screaming for help.
12-year-old Megan Isaacson slammed into this picnic table while sledding.
I was trying to get up, but I couldn't.
Her accident so severe, she lost a kidney, half her spleen, and punctured a lung.
I never thought sledding would cause so many injuries.
And Megan's not alone. Every year, 20,000 children sent to the ER with sledding injuries, and multi-million-dollar lawsuits follow. The city of Omaha, Nebraska, paying $2 million, and Sioux City, Iowa, hit with a $2.75 million bill. So towns from New Jersey to Indiana are actually banning sledding. The latest, Dubuque, Iowa, just this month.
Nobody wants to be the killjoy that says, don't go sledding and have fun in the wintertime, but the fact is, we live in a society where anybody can file a lawsuit.
But even top safety experts say that's extreme, not the answer. Deborah Hersman is president of the National Safety Council, here with simple tips to help keep your family safe on the slopes. Tip number one, it's the kind of hill you sled on.
Absolutely. It's location, 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 and no obstructions at the bottom.
So like right here, no matter how far you go, even if you're an amazing sledder, you can't hit anything out here.
That's right. No trees, no fences, and no cross traffic.
Here we go. For these tips, I obviously need to show you. Right now, I'm making two big mistakes. Can you guess what they are?
This is a seated slide, and you went down head first, so you really didn't have any ability to steer. If you're going to go down head first, you want a slide that's got some ability to steer it or control it when you go down.
Handles in front.
That's right.
Notice I almost hit that tree, couldn't steer away. Can you guess mistake number two?
You weren't wearing the helmet, and we know that the number one cause of serious injuries are head injuries, and so a helmet is your best protection.
But take another look at the videos. Most kids don't. And neither did Megan.
I don't want people to go through what I had to, or even worse.
And there's a whole conversation about this going on my Facebook page right now. Heidi saying, let kids be kids. Raleigh saying, banning sledding is crazy. Join in there. We're back in 1 minute.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 74. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, just when you thought scenes like this had come to a close, not so fast. It's time to prepare for another round of wintry weather. All of these scenes repeating potentially across the Northeast.
So it begins again. We're talking more snow, ice, freezing rain, and bitter cold. What you need to prepare for, and when a new round of snow will move in. All of this, you will have it on this edition of Weather Center Live. By that, I mean we'll tell you all about it. Thank you so much for joining us for Weather Center Live. I'm Vivian Brown.
And I'm Mark Elliott. And here's the thing. You're all talking about the record-breaking snow across New England, and the potential for more on the way is just too much right now. It's too much. Everyone's waving the white flag, and that flag is made of snow.
And you know everyone is saying, yeah, it's easy for you all to say it, but you don't have to get out here in it.
Yeah.
And
it's
well,
tough.
I guess you're right.
But here's the thing. This is what we're watching. This area of low pressure and a plume of moisture for the west coast will help to turn into our next winter weather maker. A couple of clipper lows moving across the northern tier, an area of low pressure over Texas. That could also combine into some snow. It starts off fairly modestly across the Midwest, 1 to 3, if not 3 to 5, maybe 5 to 8 inches of snow. But there's a potential for more. There are major impacts that are going to be coming in to play as these things join forces off the East Coast. An area of low pressure could form off New England, and look what could happen by this week. 5 to 8, 8 to 12 inches of snow again.
All right, well, let's go to the Boston area, who's anticipating more snow on top of the record snow they've already seen. We have our own Maria LaRosa there to tell us all about it. Maria.
Good afternoon, guys. What's interesting is that Massachusetts officially got its own groundhog over the summer. So she made her first prediction yesterday. Miss G, no shadow, more spring. I didn't believe her yesterday. I kind of see it now, but looking at that forecast, you definitely have plenty of more winter. Got a lot of snow here. We're right here. We have the aquarium right there. You've got Boston Logan a few miles behind me. And speaking of, Boston Logan remained open yesterday, had about 118 canceled flights today, but plenty of traffic going in and out. But it's all about getting everyone back up and running. School kids, Boston's public and private schools closed today, but I got to speak with the commissioner earlier this morning to talk about getting the whole population back up and running, considering there's a big parade tomorrow, but also more snow on the way. Here's what he had to say.
We're hoping to get the kids back to school. That's our priority, but honestly, it's all about public safety. And if our concern is to get the emergency vehicles out there, get the essentials out there, and get the kids safely to schools right now.
And that is a priority. Part of that is continuing that parking ban in Boston. That's out until 6 o'clock. Crews still have a big job trying to keep those roadways clear. And speaking about getting back to normal, the regular Red Line service back up and running too. They had big problems with the trains and even the bus routes delayed all across the area this morning. So hopefully that means better news for the evening rush. And it looks like, guys, we'll be along the parade route tomorrow. The forecast looking like temps will be starting in the teens for everyone lining that route towards City Hall tomorrow. For the Patriots. Back to you.
All right. Thanks very much, Maria. I guess one of the first steps in getting back to normal is getting the public transit system back in good order. Okay, but unfortunately, we're talking about yet another winter storm. Can you believe that? So soon anyway? But we're watching it because right now, a lot of the energy with it is poised off the Pacific Northwest coast. We think the energy from that system will be moving east, and that's what's going to enhance our chances of more snow. Now, Boston, you've already picked up almost 54 inches, and on an average year during winter season, we have less than 30 inches, so 20 inches more than what we would typically have, and that's what we have on the ground right now in the Boston area, some 2 feet of snow. Mark?
Well, Viv, this clipper is going to make some big changes coming across the country. How about Denver? Looking great today. We got sunshine, we got blue skies, we got warm temperatures. You're going to wind up close to 60, but that's the end of the warmth. Our next clipper is going to show up across the country, really change things up, bringing the chance for snow, but also much colder temperatures. And that next winter storm is starting off right now. So let's get into the setup here. Across the plains, we have 2 little pieces of this clipper. Some snow from Rochester to Milwaukee, some snow from Casper to North Platte. And this is the system that's really going to bring in the colder temperatures. And it's this low off the Pacific coast that is going to help do that. So right now, we got this plume of moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest. We've got rain in play right now. In fact, as we look towards the west coast, it is Portland rain, Seattle rain, and Medford, you guessed it, rain. The I-5 corridor slow because of this system coming on through. We can time this out for you as we're seeing right now we've got some of that light snow out ahead of our west coast low, but look what happens behind the system. Just gargantuan cold compared to where we were. Close to 60 today, Denver, close to 30 tomorrow. Yes, it's going to be a big change. You're going to lose about half your temperatures for Kansas City tomorrow. Near 50 today, 26 tomorrow. The average high is 40, so well above average to well below average, all in one fell swoop. Here's the timing for you. The Pacific part of this system gets organized through the day Tuesday into Tuesday night over the Rockies. Wednesday, we'll watch this come into the plains with a burst of snow across Nebraska. A difficult morning commute. This is what's also going to be bringing down the cold temperatures, and this does, again, go up through the Ohio Valley. So areas that just saw snow will see a little bit more because of this thing. 5 to 8 inches across Nebraska, 1 to 3, if not 3 to 5 in a big swath here with this system getting organized. And it's the Denver area, Viv, that's really going to feel the biggest change. Even if you don't see a lot of the snow, the cold air is definitely coming in.
Yeah, huge difference in the Denver area, so you got to keep it tuned to the Weather Channel. Thanks, Mark. And you know, because of these back-to-back winter storms, the Patriots will have to wait another day, but officially the day is tomorrow to get out and celebrate our Super Bowl champions, okay? Tomorrow the parade will start at the Prudential Center and end at City Hall. Winter Storm Linus tore a trail of death and destruction in its path, unfortunately.
Yeah, including the collapse of the WinStar Dome in Pontiac, Michigan. Weight from the snow on top of the roof caused it to cave in. The dome is in the parking lot of the former Detroit Lions Stadium. The good news, nobody hurt from that event.
But unfortunately, the death toll is now 15 across several states. Boston's MTBA, the rail lines could be down for days as the roof collapses on apartment complexes near the Norwich, Massachusetts area.
Yeah, and so, you know what? It's not just about what's happening during the storm, it's also after. Shoveling snow can be a real pain.
Unless you can do it, of course, in warp speed. Let's watch this guy clear his driveway as we go to break. And, of course, I mean, he has even some time to take a little drink.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Don't you wish you could just put it in fast forward in real life? Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
Another clipper on the way. It's repeating. We're not fast forwarding, we're on repeat.
Oh, yeah.
A message from the Pulaski Law Firm. A government study reports thousands of workers have been diagnosed with asbestos-related mesothelioma. To compensate those affected, asbestos trusts have been established with $30 billion in initial funding. You may be entitled to financial compensation without ever going to court. Act now. Call 1-800-950-MESO for a free consultation. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, get the best care available. Then call us. Mesothelioma. Don't fight it alone. Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Wow, I've been Claritin Clear for 10 days.
When your allergies start, doctors recommend taking one non-drowsy Claritin every day during your allergy season for continuous relief.
18 days. 17 days.
22 days of continuous relief.
Live Claritin Clear every day.
My lenses have a sunset mode, and an early morning mode, and a partly sunny mode, and an outside to clear inside mode.
Transition's signature adaptive lenses now have Chromia 7 technology, making them more responsive than ever to changing light. So life can look more vivid and vibrant. Why settle for a lens with just one mode? Experience life well lit. Speak with your eye care professional to upgrade your lenses to Transition's signature.
The Weather Channel celebrates Black History Month as only we can, telling the stories of African Americans who saw their world through weather, then changed the world for the better, celebrating achievements in science, space, meteorology, and more. This week, we remember the Tuskegee Weathermen. Black History Month on the Weather Channel. It's amazing out there.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 74. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantori, now on AMHQ. Weekday mornings at 7.
Can a protein originally found in a jellyfish improve your memory? Our scientists say yes. Researchers have discovered a protein that actually supports healthier brain function. It's the breakthrough in a supplement called Prevagen. As we age, we lose proteins that support our brain. Prevagen supplements these proteins and has been clinically shown to improve memory. It's safe and effective. For support of healthier brain function, a sharper mind, and clearer thinking, try Prevagen for yourself today.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad, and then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls, and you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Shopping online is as easy as it gets. Wouldn't it be great if hiring plumbers, carpenters, and even piano tuners were just as simple? Thanks to Angie's List, now it is. Start shopping online from a list of top-rated providers.
Visit angieslist.com today.
Looking live from New York City, and it's a beautiful day across the Big Apple. If you're just looking out the office window in a heated building, that is. Clear skies, 21 to 22 across the city right now, but the wind's making it feel more like 10 to 13 degrees. So it's clear, but it's cold. And you know what? That cold air, it's going to pack a punch across the nation. Viv, over to you.
You're right, Mark. The minute you step outside, reality sets in for sure in the New York City area. That Arctic cold is now in place, and even more of the Arctic air is moving in. Again, temperatures right now only in the low 20s, and when you factor in the wind, it feels more like it's in the teens and even single digits in some cases here across the New York City area and all of the 5 boroughs. So we're watching this region very closely. I don't know why my maps are not advancing, but this cold air is in place. Again, here's a look at the wind chills. Again, it feels more like only in the teens. The jet stream takes a dive, and that just means the reinforcing of the colder air here across the eastern Great Lakes into New England right on through the rest of the week. So here's a look at the highs tomorrow, and then on Thursday, there you have it, barely getting into the low 30s, so still below freezing in most cases. And then on Friday, not even getting out of the mid-20s. So that snow is on the ground, and then you talk about the cold air. So the snow is going to stick around, unfortunately. Look at Buffalo, New York, only in the teens today, maybe slightly less cold tomorrow, but then we're back in the deep freeze right on toward the end of the week. Mark?
Thanks, Viv. And our own Reagan Medji is in Tarrytown, New York, braving all that cold air. And of course, Reagan, here's the thing. I mean, they're going to clear off the Tappan Zee and the main roads first. The side streets may be kind of late on the list. How are things doing on the roads near you?
Well, the roads are doing pretty well. I don't know if we have some video that we shot just like minutes ago from the downtown area. You can see the main roads, they're fine. They're kind of like this road right here. The side roads, though, be not treated, well, they're going to kind of look like what I'm standing on now. But, you know, we could talk about the fact that it is melting right now. You know, there might be a refreeze later tonight. But, you know, it's always good to hear from the people and to hear what they have to say about this wild, wacky weather. And I'm joined now by Gabriel and his dad, George. Now, Gabriel, where are you from?
Portchester.
Now, we have to note that Gabriel has the most amazing locks of hair, which is probably keeping you warm in the winter, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking earlier today, where are you headed to? You're here in Tarrytown. You're going to get on the train. What are you doing here?
Well, we're sort of going to catch the bus to Portchester.
Okay, and then are you going to go and play in the snow, or what are you going to do next?
We're going to, hang out for a little while because my mom has a doctor's appointment, so...
yeah, just, you know, so talk about what you're wearing here, because, you know, a lot of us older people... grown-ups like myself. I mean, I have my boots on. I mean, I work for the Weather Channel. I should be dressed like this, but some people don't really know what to dress in. Tell me, what are you dressed in, and how does it feel to be dressed in that? What are you dressed in?
Well, I sort of got a sweater under my jacket with shorts. So,
what about here?
I got boots with socks.
And then you tuck in your bottom of your pants. And why should you tuck in the bottom of your pants?
Well, just because...
They got to keep dry, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, give me a high five, Gabriel. There you know how to dress for the next winter storm. Guys, back.
Do you have something for pain?
I have Bayer aspirin.
I'm not having a heart attack. It's my back.
I mean Bayer Back and Body. It works great for pain.
Bayer Back and Body provides effective relief for your tough pain.
Better?
Yeah. Thanks for the tip.
Hi, you've reached Emma. I'm out of the office right now.
but we'll get back to you just as soon as I possibly can.
Join us for exclusive Discovery at Sea experiences. Princess Cruises, come back new.
When John Huntsman was diagnosed with cancer, he didn't just vow to beat it.
I vowed to eradicate it from the earth.
So he founded Huntsman Cancer Institute. Everything about it would be different. It would feel different. Look different.
And fight cancer in new and different ways.
With the largest genetic database on Earth that combines 300 years of family histories with health records to treat, predict, and in many cases, prevent cancer.
We made it welcoming and warm, with a focus on beauty, serenity, and getting on with life.
Huntsman Cancer Institute is the only cancer hospital in the world designed by a patient, with the vital understanding that cancer moves fast.
And we have to move faster.
To learn more or support the cause, go to huntsmancancer.org.
Whether it's snow, sand, or mud, there's only one way to keep your vehicle's floor perfectly protected all year long. WeatherTech floor liners, laser measured to perfectly protect your specific vehicle, front, back, even up the sides. So what gets in the liner stays in the liner until you wash it away. Shop now at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. WeatherTech, proudly made in America.
How does it feel to have something people are willing to die for? This Thursday, she's got the answers I'm looking for. An all-new Blacklist you cannot miss. You will make a mistake when it's all new.
The most famous, most glamorous red carpet of them all, the Oscars.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Come on, it is time to celebrate.
Everybody get golden.
The biggest event of red carpet season is here. The Academy Awards. Sunday, February 22nd, starting at 1:30 Eastern. Only on E!
Brought to you by AutoNation, with 30 South Florida locations where most people paid less. For current offers and specials, visit AutoNation.com.
If you're not happy with how your allergy medicine treats your congestion, rethink relief with Nasacort Allergy 24-Hour. Unlike antihistamines that target only one cause of your symptoms, Nasacort stops more, relieving the worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. It's non-addictive and has no harsh taste, and unlike Flonase, it's scent and alcohol-free. And it's available over-the-counter at full prescription strength. Rethink your relief with Nasacort. It stops more of what makes you miserable.
Ward.
Call 1-855-276-4769. That's 1-855-276-4769.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by Ancestry, where you can bring your family story to life.
I went to Ancestry.com, but I thought, I'm not going to make it very far. I knew my parents and my grandparents, and then it happened. I got a leaf. When I clicked on it, I could actually see my grandfather's draft card from World War I and his U.S. Census from 1910, and another members tree that had my great-grandparents and their parents and everything. And it all started with my first leaf.
Who will you discover at Ancestry.com?
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 74. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, we're we're talking winter weather, and unfortunately there's still plenty of winter weather to talk about in this winter weather update. It's mostly light snow through midweek, potential for some steadier or at least more organized snow towards the end of the week. But still, it's insult on top of injury at this point, right? People are getting a little bit sick of the winter weather. We've got plenty of cold air in place. The northern tier into the northeast corridor, it is cold. We've got this big dip in the jet stream, and we're going to have a disturbance moving east across this northern portion of the setup. Eventually, also some help from the southeast. That's later on in the week. For now, it's about the light snow and the cold air. In fact, in this cold air, winter weather advisories are up from Cheyenne to North Platte and from Rochester to Milwaukee. Kind of a corridor here hidden behind Rochester of some winter storm warnings. Potential there for a burst of heavier snow, but most of this is going to be nuisance snow as opposed to real heavy stuff. Again, here's what's happening right now. Here's that corridor of lighter snow getting organized across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, but it's in between most of the big cities. Minneapolis, it's not even reaching the ground for you. It's just cloudy skies for the moment. We can time this out for you, though, as we go through the rest of our Tuesday. It quickly races through Chicago towards Detroit. So yes, your commuting times could feature a little bit of that snow as something to watch out for. And then from Tuesday into Wednesday, this enters the northeast corridor, and it's really Wednesday into Thursday where the big northeast story may or may not get going. Let's start out with what we do know, though, and that's the modest snow here across the Midwest. Here's that one pulse from Minneapolis to Chicago to Detroit, mostly 1 to 3 inches of snow. Slightly better snow here as we go across Nebraska down to northern Missouri. That's part of that system Wednesday that will be coming out of the Pacific Northwest and eventually get towards the northeast corridor. So again, here's the setup. System across the north, system from the south, both showing up off the east coast with the potential for a stronger low. Now, most of the models are saying that this low is going to strengthen and come together, but the models are also coming together that this might happen a little bit further away from the coastline, and so it's going to be a modest snow. But hey, any snow at this point, right? What are you going to do with it? You're running out of spots. So Thursday, some snow across the northeast corridor. The heaviest snows look like they'll be across northern Maine. Again, northern and eastern Maine, 5 to 8, if not 8 to 12 inches of snow through Thursday night there. But look at Boston, 3 to 5 inches of snow. Yeah, that's another plow event, right? It's another shoveling out of a car. New York City up through New York State, some snows there also. Viv.
Yeah, Mark, it's not the snow itself from this particular system. It's the cumulative effect that we've been dealing with over the Northeast. But check out the West. We are looking so good in San Francisco. It's a beautiful, stellar day with temperatures in the upper 50s. Now, just from face value, this is beautiful, right? It is, but with the idea of knowing that we so desperately need the rain in California, in particular the San Francisco area, that blue sky isn't as pretty as what we definitely need. We need the gray skies with the clouds and the rain, because take a look now. January is typically our rainy season, or the time that we really get the beneficial rains, but we haven't had any so far this year anyway, and even last year in January we had far less than what we should typically get, of course, in the San Francisco area. The good news is that February is starting off on a better note. We're already seeing the current radar bringing some rain into the Pacific Northwest, and eventually we think that this will slide southward into Northern California and maybe even Central California around the San Francisco area on Friday. So this is great news, of course, for the West Coast, with more rain on the way, Mark.
Yeah, we need the rain there, but how about this, Viv? We love to get that kind of the wider view, looking down from above, and this is the snow that was left from Linus.
Yeah, we're actually looking at it. It's just like taking your camera, Mark, and taking a picture of the snow on the ground. There you see Chicago snowfield for sure.
Yeah, my favorite part of this picture is that it's the new nighttime band from the satellite, so you can actually see the city lights poking out through that fresh Linus snow cover. We're back after this.
I am never getting married.
We're never having kids. We are never moving to the suburbs. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
And when they're asked, what did you do to make a difference in the world?
they can say, I became a soldier.
I have the flu with a runny nose. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold won't treat your runny nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Severe Cold and Flu relieves your worst flu symptoms plus runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Approaching Medicare eligibility? You may think you can put off checking out your Medicare options until you're 65. But now is a good time to get the ball rolling. Keep in mind, Medicare only covers about 80% of Part B medical costs. The rest is up to you. That's where AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, come in. Like all standardized Medicare supplement insurance plans, they could help pay some of what Medicare doesn't, saving you in out-of-pocket medical costs. You've learned that taking informed steps along the way really makes a difference later. That's what it means to go long. Call now and request this free decision guide. It's full of information on Medicare and the range of AARP Medicare supplement plans to choose from, based on your needs and budget. All plans like these let you choose any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients, and there are no network restrictions. United Healthcare Insurance Company has over 30 years' experience and the commitment to roll along with you, keeping you on course. So call now and discover how an AARP Medicare supplement plan could go long for you. These are the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP, an organization serving the needs of people 50 and over for generations. Plus, 9 out of 10 plan members surveyed say they would recommend their plan to a friend. Remember, Medicare doesn't cover everything. The rest is up to you. Call now, request your free decision guide, and start gathering the information you need to help you keep rolling with confidence. Go long.
The Weather Channel celebrates Black History Month as only we can, telling the stories of African Americans who saw their world through weather, then changed the world for the better, celebrating achievements in science, space, meteorology, and more. This week, we remember the Tuskegee Weathermen. Black History Month on the Weather Channel. It's amazing out there.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 74. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mainly cloudy, high 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Jim Cantori, now on AMHQ. Weekday mornings at 7.
Well, the snowplows are still rolling on, and so is Weather Center Live. Rolling on through the rest of the afternoon. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Mark Elliott.
And I'm Vivian Brown. I tell you what, this winter just will not quit, Mark.
Yeah, you know, people keep saying that they're waving the white flag. They're done.
I know.
They're done. But you know what? You're right. It's storm after storm, snow on top of snow. And at this hour, yep, we're watching even more wintry weather in the forecast. And it all starts off with temperatures and wind chills like these. Look at these readings. Single-digit temperatures in some cases, making it feel like single-digit wind chills or even below zero wind chills across the Northeast corridor. It is absolutely brutal temperatures there across the Northeast.
So you know what people are doing, okay? They are digging out today from this record snow. Boston picked up the most snow in the last 7 days than they've ever seen. In fact, 7 consecutive days, over 40 inches of the white stuff.
Yeah, you know, here are some of the latest updates on Winter Storm Linus. Unfortunately, 15 people in 8 states have now died in Linus-related incidents since Sunday.
Jury selection in the Boston Marathon, the bombing trial, was delayed again today due to the weather.
And many mass transits in the Northeast are finally getting back to regular schedules after 2 days of delays and cancellations, including the flights. Flights have been a big problem, right?
Yeah, 726 flights have been canceled today. That's down from 4,321, though, the flights that were canceled yesterday, according to Aware.com.
Yeah, you know, our own Maria LaRosa knows all too well about what Linus left behind. Maria, a different scene where you are right now compared to just 24 hours ago. The kind of the water's calmed down, the wind isn't kicking your butt anymore.
So well put, so eloquent, my friend Mark. But yes, absolutely a very different picture. Loving the sunshine, despite the fact that we're still seeing temperatures in the teens and wind chills that are at or below zero. It feels wonderful. You were talking about flights. I just want to show you behind me a few miles that way. We have Boston Logan, which remained open the entire time during Winter Storm Linus. Had about 118 cancellations officially today, but we've got flights in and out. Anything that is scheduled seems to be taking off on time and has been that way since this morning. Not so much on time has been some of the transit. You were talking about the problems that many Northeast cities have been having, including in Boston. And the MBTA, the Red Line, for example, had major delays this morning, now back to their regular schedule, which is great news for the evening rush. Talk about rush. Picture tomorrow morning's rush. You have public schools back open in Boston. You have everyone trying to get to work. And just a little celebratory parade scheduled for 11 a.m. tomorrow. The Super Bowl champions, the Patriots, expected to have that parade tomorrow afternoon. The MBTA saying that expect a regular weekly schedule tomorrow, but at capacity trains and parking lots. And because of the historic storm that they've had to contend with and delays they've seen this morning, expect delays tomorrow. And they are urging all the passengers who are coming down for the parade and trying to get to work on a regular day anyway to dress warmly, because we are expecting those temperatures to be into the teens tomorrow. And guys, along with the ticker tape parade, it looks like we could have a few snow showers in the area as well. Back to you.
Absolutely. It'll be more than a confetti in the parade with additional snow showers, unfortunately, but we'll get out and celebrate the champions nonetheless. Yet another winter storm. That's our top weather headlines here for you over the Northeast. Again, this on top of the 2 feet that we're dealing with right now. This is how much snow is on the ground. We have over a foot of snow even in the New York City area. And here we go. As mentioned, another system. We're watching a little weak one move through the Midwest right now, but it's the energy from these two that's going to cause problems for the Northeast as we go through time, because as you can see, toward the latter part of the week, they will combine forces and create another area of low pressure right here off the New England coast. But before then, the northern part of that system will slide back across the northern plains here, parts of the Midwest into the Ohio Valley. And here comes that northern piece of energy by Thursday right off the coast here with more snow across the Northeast. Mark?
Yeah, so Viv, we're talking more snow across the Northeast, but we also have some light to modest snow across portions of the Midwest. How about Minneapolis or Chicago? 2 cities that have seen plenty of snow as of late. There's another chance for some snow for you, and this snow could actually mess up some of your commuting times. So we want to go through some of the details here with this fast-moving storm. So it's going to be light snow that makes its way through the Midwest for midweek, but we do have this dip in the jet stream. We've got plenty of cold air in place, so what does fall is going to be in the form of snow here. And again, that clipper that eventually goes off the coast and helps to energize the storm that Viv was just talking about is going to make its way through the Midwest with some snow. And because of that, we've got some winter weather advisories up. For now, the system a little bit split in 2, so 2 different areas of winter weather advisories and some winter storm warnings mixed in where the snow could be a little bit more problematic. Right now, we've got some of that snow. Notice there are some bands here, some deeper blues just south of Minneapolis, but Minneapolis itself isn't even reporting any snow at this point. Down through eastern Iowa, the Quad Cities, you're going to see some snowflakes flying. Again, this is mostly really light stuff, and it races on by. This is all happening Tuesday, right? By Tuesday night, it's almost almost through Chicago. It's certainly still going to be snowing in Detroit, so Detroit could be some tough commuting. 75 could be rough through this evening as you leave work Tuesday and can continue on. How about Wednesday? It enters the Northeast corridor, and we will see some snow there before it gets a little bit better organized on Thursday. So in Minneapolis, as we go through the rest of the day, we're looking at on again, off again snow showers. A couple inches will add up. Not the biggest storm that we've ever seen, that's for sure, for Minneapolis. As we work our way towards Chicago, similar story for you. Snow showers this evening, so the commute time, it could be steady snow 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. That looks like the worst of the time period for you in Chicago. So when all is said and done, it's 1 to 3, Minneapolis to Chicago to Detroit. A little bit heavier as we count in Wednesday's snow across Nebraska, just north of North Platte, maybe 5 to 8 inches of snow. That'll stay mostly north of Kansas City, although Kansas City should see some snow. And then it all comes together for the Northeast corridor, as Viv was showing us. Viv, over to you.
All right, thanks, Mark. Well, snow on top of snow. Winter storm Linus definitely brought it. And what we're about to see is what people are dealing with because of the storm. Winter storm Linus brought a record snowfall of 12.3 inches to Bangor, Maine on Monday. Now, this eclipsed the previous record of 10.7 inches set back in 2011. Road crews are working around the clock to clear the roads after the conditions or the continuous assault of the snow.
Well, how about this? Were you driving in Chicago yesterday? In Chicago, black ice caused a traffic-stopping multi-vehicle crash along I-294. That happened Monday morning. The interstate shut down as police were trying to clear through the area. 8 people were taken to local hospitals with minor injuries, but that's pretty amazing that it was only 8 people and only minor, because there were 45 vehicles involved in the accident, and nearly half of them so badly damaged that they had to be towed away from the scene.
Yeah, it looks more dangerous than the results that we got. Now, from the Midwest to the Northeast, winter storm Linus left a swath of snow covering more than 1,200 miles. Residents in Arlington, Massachusetts are digging themselves out from under an additional 8.8 inches of snow in the area, and that area is still dealing with record snowfall, of course, from Winter Storm Juno just a couple of weeks ago.
It's never ending, and icy roads are blamed for treacherous conditions north of New York City during Linus yesterday. In Rye, at least 2 people were killed on I-95 just as some snow and some freezing rain were starting to fall. They had about a 1/4 inch of ice that easily glazed up the roads, and so Linus now being blamed for at least 15 deaths stretching from Nebraska all the way to New England.
All right, if you can only do so safely, we'd like for you to send us some of your videos, your pictures of you digging out from the snow and cleaning up, of course, from Winter Storm Linus. Just text the word Linus to 99,000, and we will, of course, get your pictures.
Currently in our area, 3 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. This afternoon, mostly cloudy skies. High 73. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. Low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. High 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Wow, I've been Claritin Clear for 10 days.
When your allergies start, doctors recommend taking 1 non-drowsy Claritin every day during your allergy season for continuous relief.
18 days.
12 days.
24 days of continuous relief. Live Claritin Clear every day.
Thanks for the ride around Norfolk. And I just wanted to say Geico is proud to have served the military for over 75 years.
Roger that. Captain's waiting to give you a tour of the Wisconsin now.
Could have parked a little bit closer. It's going to be dark by the time I get there.
Geico, proudly serving the military for over 75 years.
So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. Ach, verdammt! I said it 3 times and it's still not true.
Performance is now an American thing. Introducing the all-new Chrysler 200. America's import.
Your mom's got your back. Your friends have your back. Your dog's definitely got your back. But who's got your back when you need legal help? We do. We're LegalZoom. And over the last 10 years, we've helped millions of people protect their families and run their businesses. We have the right people on hand to answer your questions, backed by a trusted network of attorneys. So visit us today for legal help you can count on. LegalZoom. Legal help is here.
Technology gives you security. Technology gives you control. And now, technology gives you home security and control in a new and revolutionary way. Introducing Plug and Protect from LiveWatch Security, an easy-to-use wireless security system customized just for your home, controlled from any smartphone, tablet, or computer, and monitored by professionals 24/7. Go to livewatch.com to get Plug and Protect interactive security delivered to your door. Arm or disarm your system from anywhere. Lock or unlock your doors. Turn your lights off or on. Even oversee your home with live video. With Plug and Protect, your security system is configured, tested, and then shipped directly to your home. No wires, no installers, just peel and place. Go to livewatch.com because with Plug and Protect, we customize your security to fit your home. The Plug and Protect secret is technology. With technology, you buy airline tickets without a travel agent. You trade stocks without a stockbroker. Now, with Plug and Protect, you can protect your home without an installer, pushy salesman, or a long contract.
Every day, the kids got out of school before I left work. I worried whether they were home okay. But then I found Plug and Protect from LiveWatch. And now I see when they open the front door, so I know they're home safe. LiveWatch helps me stay in touch and in control.
Founded by a paramedic in Kansas, serving tens of thousands of homes in all 50 states, and trusted by policemen and firemen throughout the country, LiveWatch is the new choice for home security. No door-to-door salespeople, no messy installers, no long-term contracts, just Plug and Protect. Now you too can enjoy the home security and control you want for your family. Try Plug and Protect in your home for a full 90 days. Included is our hassle-free guarantee. Go to livewatch.com. Plug and Protect is not available in stores, so go to livewatch.com right now. That's livewatch.com.
And welcome back to Weather Center Live. You know, the temperature has been dropping and a cold rain has been in the forecast for many of you.
And if you have to walk to your destination, what should you wear? Well, of course, you need to dress warmly, but there is kind of a system to that. And Sam Champion explains more in this edition of Brainstorm.
In search of the optimal material to wear for cold, wet weather, we wired up Brainstorm's official test technician, Josh Garcia, and put him in our ice truck to test out 3 different types of material commonly found in your closet.
My buddy Nick here is going to be spraying you with a very cold stream of water in a very cold environment to figure out what the capabilities of these 3 base layers are.
An inactive body can easily maintain its core temperature of 98.6 degrees in ambient temperatures as low as 65 degrees. But below that, our bodies begin to lose heat into the surrounding air. So for this test, we chilled the truck far below that threshold, down to 20 degrees. First up, cotton. Cotton reaches peak insulating performance in dry conditions by trapping warm air near your skin. But cotton also loves water. It's capable of soaking up to 27 times its own weight in liquid, like sweat or rain. And this water absorption can be dangerous, especially in the cold. Our bodies actually lose heat 25 times faster when we're wet. Watch this. After getting sprayed, Josh's core body temperature actually falls about a degree.
When it's dry, it's not so bad. I actually feel a little warm. When it's wet, it's worthless. It's actually probably more efficient to be completely naked.
Next, polyester fibers are about 500 times thinner than a piece of paper. This makes polyester extremely lightweight, but also prevents it from retaining loft, which is the material's ability to hold heat close to the body. But polyester fibers are a byproduct of petrol or oil. And because oil repels water, polyester can dry 3 times faster than cotton. That's why Josh's vital signs are largely unaffected by the wetness. Finally, we put Josh in wool. Wool fibers are 3 layers thick, which helps prevent air from entering or escaping when it's dry. When wet, a chemical reaction between the wool and the water actually breaks the water's hydrogen bond and generates heat. In fact, in wet conditions, this process can increase the temperature of the wool by more than 25 degrees. It's this chemical reaction that gives wool its natural warming characteristics, and that allows Josh's core body temperature to drop just 1/10 of a degree in 20 minutes, making wool the top insulator in our test. Thanks, Josh. Sam Champion, The Weather Channel.
I've never heard a sheep complain about the cold. You must be right. In any case, snow and ice returning to portions of the south. Houston, New Orleans, Tampa, we're tracking some nasty weather, mostly rain. Viv, let's bring us up to speed.
Yeah, and it's some of this moisture from this system that could eventually bring additional snow in the Northeast. But let's talk about it as it moves along the Gulf Coast, because rainy times ahead. This is the area of low pressure now just to the west of Texas, already spreading some moisture just to the west of you, Houston, coming on into the city from the west side here. Temperatures only in the mid-40s too, so it's kind of a raw afternoon, right, in the Houston area. Now, as we go through time, notice how it spreads right along the immediate Gulf Coast. Doesn't get too far inland, so that is good news for you. Atlanta, even up to Birmingham and Jackson, Mississippi, as most of it will be right along the Gulf Coast. But notice on Thursday, then it kind of slides down across the peninsula of Florida with the rainy times ahead from Orlando to Daytona Beach, Tampa, even as far south as Miami way. So be prepared for the wet conditions come Thursday in Miami. Of course, the system is moving on to the east, so that means as the days progress, things will clear out for you, Houston. Look at your Friday forecast. Mostly sunny, maybe a little chilly for you. 64 degrees the afternoon high, but at least lots and lots of sunshine. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
How do I get hotel deals nobody else gets? I know a guy.
Priceline Negotiator.
I know this guy, Bonito, and this guy who knows a guy. Hey, guy. I know a guy in New York, Vegas, Dallas. I've known some guys for decades, and some, nice to meet you. Let's deal. My competitors may know a guy, but I know over 60,000 guys. And gals.
Exclusive hotel deals up to 60% off. Priceline.com.
Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Looneyville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go way back. Love that little animal.
Weekday mornings, Jim Cantori, Sam Champion, and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ, starting at 7.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here, and that's just Sam.
Weekday mornings at 7, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 73 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. This afternoon, mostly cloudy skies. High 73. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy, low 63, winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, high 77, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Gorilla Glue. Of course.
Water activated, original Gorilla Glue expands into the materials to form an incredibly strong bond for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
You park your car. As you walk away, crunch. A garbage truck backs into it. So you call your insurance company looking for a little support. What you get is a game of 1,000 questions. Was it raining? Were your flashers on? Was there a dog with you? By the time you hang up, you're convinced the accident was your fault. Then you remember, you weren't even in the car.
At Liberty Mutual, we make filing a claim as stress-free as possible. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I have the flu with a runny nose. Better take something.
Theraflu Severe Cold won't treat your runny nose.
Really?
Alka-Seltzer Severe Cold and Flu relieves your worst flu symptoms plus runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
You do a lot to keep your family safe at home. So make sure they're safer on the road. See farther, wider, better. Upgrade to Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade.
Xfinity from Comcast gives you a front row seat to every team in the NHL. With NHL Center Ice, you can follow your favorite teams no matter where you live. You get up to 40 out-of-market games a week. And with the Sports app, only on X1, you can see all the live scores in real time and easily switch between close games. Order NHL Center Ice right now for just 4 easy payments of $24.99. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online.
I'm Robin. And I'm Chris. And according to Mama, we're brothers. Clearly. At a firehouse table just like this, we learned about the tradition of great food and lots of it. From the start, every Firehouse sub has honored our firefighter roots. That's right. Take the hook and ladder sub, loaded with turkey, honey ham, Monterey Jack, steam heated. It's the sub that started the fire. And now, the light version. Only $5.49, just 450 calories. Perfect for you, Robin. Why are you looking at me?
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
Cancer caused by exposure to asbestos.
Call 1-800-641-0818 now.
Every Sunday night.
Get down now!
Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Well, it is time now for the winter weather update, and unfortunately, we have to be the bearers of bad news because another winter storm is expected, and this one too will invade parts of the Northeast. Okay, here is the setup right now. We have a little weak area of low pressure that's sliding through the Midwest. We'll talk more about that one, but it's these two areas of low pressure and the moisture source and the energy from these that will come together and create big problems by the end of the week over the Northeast. But let's talk about this one because, as mentioned, some light snow. We do have winter weather advisories that have been issued for this one, including around the Minneapolis area down to Milwaukee. But then other winter weather advisories have been issued with that next system coming across the Pacific Northwest. Look at the current radar showing the snow right now in Minneapolis. Again, that's from the weak little disturbance that's moving through. But here comes the next one. And as we time it out for you, notice as it slides across the northern Rockies, providing the snow and then pushing through parts of of Nebraska, eventually northern Kansas, the central southern parts of Iowa, through Missouri, central Illinois, southern Illinois, Indiana, into Ohio by late Wednesday evening. So we'll be watching that system, and look how much snow can fall between now and Wednesday evening from the Pacific Northwest energy. We're talking about pockets of 5 to 8 inches here in central Nebraska by Wednesday. Now, after that, we'll push the system on off to the east. Again, this is the northern branch. Now, notice that southern branch will be sliding along the Gulf Coast. And as we head into Thursday, the two will basically form off the New England coast, and we are talking about locally heavy amounts of snow. And you may ask, why are we talking snow? Well, that's because that cold air will make its way all the way to the coast, because this is the range snow line. So we're talking about some pretty hefty amounts here in the Northeast. Here we go, and we'll keep you updated. Mark?
Well, a startling new statistic to share with you. Some 20,000 children are injured each winter while sledding. Some towns are actually responding with a ban on the fun. But as NBC's Jeff Rosen reports, some say that ban is far too extreme.
Winter is here, and it's on. But this can quickly turn to this. Violent sledding accidents caught on camera, crashing into cars, crashing into people, even going airborne.
I started crying and screaming for help.
12-year-old Megan Isaacson slammed into this picnic table while sledding.
I was trying to get up, but I couldn't.
Her accident so severe, she lost a kidney, half her spleen, and punctured a lung.
I never thought sledding would cause so many injuries.
And Megan's not alone. Every year, 20,000 children sent to the ER with sledding injuries, and multi-million-dollar lawsuits follow. The city of Omaha, Nebraska, paying $2 million, and Sioux City, Iowa, hit with a $2.75 million bill. So towns from New Jersey to Indiana are actually banning sledding. The latest, Dubuque, Iowa, just this month.
Nobody wants to be the killjoy that says don't go sledding and have fun in the wintertime, but the fact is we live in a society where anybody can file a lawsuit.
But even top safety experts say that's extreme, not the answer. Deborah Hersman is president of the National Safety Council, here with simple tips to help keep your family safe on the slopes.
Tip number one, it's the kind of hill you sled on.
Absolutely. It's location, 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 and no obstructions at the bottom.
So like right here, no matter how far you go, even if you're an amazing sledder, you can't hit anything out here.
That's right. No trees, no fences, and no cross traffic.
Here we go. For these tips, I obviously need to show you. Right now, I'm making two big mistakes. Can you guess what they are?
This is a seated slide, and you went down head first, so you really didn't have any ability to steer. If you're going to go down head first, you want a slide that's got some ability to steer it or control it when you go down.
Handles in front.
That's right.
Notice I almost hit that tree, couldn't steer away. Can you guess mistake number two?
You weren't wearing the helmet, and we know that the number one cause of serious injuries are head injuries, and so a helmet is your best protection.
But take another look at the videos. Most kids don't. And neither did Megan.
I don't want people to go through what I had to, or even worse.
We've been talking about this all day on my Facebook page. Jeff actually chiming in that he understands the suggestion, but thinks that then what about skateboarding? And that they have zones that only certain activities are allowed in certain places. We'll continue this next.
Currently in our area, 72 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. This afternoon, mostly cloudy skies. High 73. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. Low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. High 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
just when you thought scenes like this were coming to a close, it's already time to prepare for the next round of winter weather. You see all this? You see that snow that's piled up across the Northeast? There could be more.
So it begins again. We're talking more snow, ice, freezing rain, and bitter cold. What you need to prepare for and when a new round of snow will move in. All of this coming up next on this edition of Weather Center Live. Thank you so much for joining us on Weather Center Live. I'm Vivian Brown, and this is Mark Elliott.
It's
and
true.
You know, we say Weather Center Live because you know, people might not know it's live because we've been saying the same thing over and over again.
It's deja vu all over again, right? We just had Groundhog Day. A lot of you are like, "Yep, we're living it."
Exactly.
We are living it. There's another storm on the way. In fact, this is what we're watching right now. An area of low pressure and a moisture plume off the Pacific coast, a weak low in the northern tier, and a low off of the Texas coast, really, will all come together for some wintry weather. It starts off in the center of the country with a quick blast of snow, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, maybe 5 to 8 inches of snow, and a quick burst as a clipper rolls through midweek. And then, Viv, this goes into the northeast corridor where it could be a pretty substantial storm, especially the further north and east you get.
And we have someone stationed, of course, in the northeastern corridor already. Of course, our own Maria LaRosa. She's in the Boston area with the latest. Maria, tell us more. I mean, Bostonians, I know, are tired of this.
Yeah, but you know, they're taking it in stride. It's February in New England, and it does help that we have gorgeous sunshine out here right now. But yeah, it has been a rough 24 hours. It has been a rough week. We've got the fresh snow here from Linus, but it really wreaked havoc on travel and still playing catch up today. We have Boston Logan right behind me where they're trying to get their schedule back up in order. About 118 cancellations today, but we've seen traffic going. Some of the latest information as far as commuters go, because it was a nightmare this morning. We have the green line and the red line, the back up and running, but the blue line, the train service, the blue line has severe delays because of a switch problem, and that blue line happens to make a stop at the airport and the aquarium, which is right in front of me here. So still may be some problems for the evening rush. But we're already thinking about tomorrow. Schools will be back open because they are off today. But of course, there's a little something going on tomorrow, the parade for the Patriots. And we spoke with the police commissioner earlier this morning to see how all of that is going to factor into what they're doing to get the city back up and running.
Well, they're talking another 4 to 6 inches tomorrow, but, you know, we take it one day at a time. You know, we're going to have a great parade tomorrow. We're very proud of our Patriots, and, you know, life will go on, and we'll get through this. We're New England.
And that is true. The police commissioner, along with the mayor, urging residents here to do what they can to help along the process, including clearing out hydrants if they know of a location that'll help EMS workers if they are responding to emergency, firefighters, of course. But they're also giving a heads up to have patience. For instance, the MBTA putting on their website that they're going to be running a regular schedule tomorrow, but considering the fact that they're still dealing with a ton of snow, cold rail lines, which have been a problem this morning, they're also expecting a lot of people that you should expect capacity trains, capacity parking lots, but because of the delays, things that they've seen this morning, Vivian and Mark, that they should also be dressing warmly. Vivian, we know that still temperature's going to be in the 20s tomorrow as the parade starts at 11 a.m. Back to you.
And you know that is the key. Thanks very much, Maria. Dress in layers if you'll be out, and I know you will, to celebrate the best football team in the world, right? Okay, here's a look at the forecast, because as we look at Thursday, more snow is expected across the northeastern corridor. Unfortunately, as we watch energy from the northwest and the Midwest, and even parts of the south will be coming together to create some big problems here over the northeast by the end of the week. Again, you can see the northern branch of the jet stream, the southern branch of the jet stream, the two pretty much coming together, and that is going to spell the unsettled weather off the New England coast. coast as the moisture is being pulled back in. Again, two different energy sources coming in from the west. This one pretty much taking the low road, this one the high road. But anyway you slice it, they will both end up here off the northeast coast and create some beneficial, or I shouldn't say beneficial by no means, but some very, very heavy snow across the region. Back to you, Mark.
And you know, it's not just snow that it's bringing, Viv. It's bringing the cold. Look at Kansas City right now. A comfortable 48 degrees with blue skies and plenty of sunshine. People are out and about enjoying the parks, maybe taking the kids down the slide. Here's the thing. We're going to lose about half of that temperature by tomorrow. A big blast of cold air on the way. Our next winter storm is already starting out right now. In fact, we do have winter weather advisories and a few winter storm warnings. The Rochester area under winter storm warnings right now. Winter weather advisories also from Wyoming back through central Nebraska. Both of these areas associated with fast-moving storms that'll give us quick bursts of snow. And one of those impulses is still back here off of the Pacific Northwest coast. Moisture plume coming into play for the Pacific Northwest, and we're already seeing the rain. Pretty steady rain at times. In fact, along the I-5 corridor, Portland, it's still raining for you. Medford, some light showers, and this has moved further inland, going across Oregon into Idaho, and it'll get organized over the Rockies as we go through the rest of the day. Out ahead of that, we already have this burst of snow. The Rochester area, outside of Minneapolis, down through the Quad Cities, you're seeing that swath of snow still on its path. Now, here's what I'm talking about these temperatures, though. Denver, close to 60 today, only 29 tomorrow. And Kansas City, remember, you're going to be near 50 today, mid-20s tomorrow. It gets really cold compared to where we just were, all thanks to this area of low pressure. So here's the storm getting organized over the Rockies through the rest of today into tonight. Wednesday, a burst of snow through Nebraska. That drops down into its northern Missouri. Kansas City, you see some of that snow, then the temperatures bottom out. We'll see the snow moving through St. Louis and Indianapolis on its path towards the northeast corridor. So again, that burst of snow, most of it's going to be light, but there will be some areas that add up to several inches in a short period of time. Viv.
All right, thanks, Mark. And because of these back-to-back winter storms, the Patriots will have to wait just one more day, but we will officially celebrate their Super Bowl championship, of course, tomorrow. The parade will start at the Prudential Center and end at City Hall. And we are definitely keeping you updated on the weather conditions, but please make sure that you dress in layers and be warm as you celebrate the champs.
Yeah, and they won't have extra cars on the red line to get people there. They've had so many problems with those cars breaking down, so lots of extra time to get there is key.
Each year, 17 billion toilet paper tubes are thrown away, enough to fill the Empire State Building twice. Toss the tube for good with Scott Naturals Tube Free.
Do you have something for pain?
I have Bayer aspirin.
I'm not having a heart attack. It's my back.
I mean Bayer Back and Body. It works great for pain.
Bayer Back and Body provides effective relief for your tough pain.
Better?
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
Eligible for Medicare? That's a good thing, but it doesn't cover everything. Only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. So consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare Supplement insurance plans, they could save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. Call today to request a free decision guide. With these types of plans, you'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks and virtually no referrals needed. Join the millions who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP and provided by United Healthcare Insurance Company, which has over 30 years of experience behind it. With all the good years ahead, look for the experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide.
Thrilled to have Jim Cantore on the show. He's been through like 80 tropical systems.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here. And that's just Sam.
Watch Jim Cantore, Sam Champion, and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ, weekday mornings at 7.
Currently in our area, 72 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. this afternoon. Mostly cloudy skies. High 73. Winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly cloudy. Low 63. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. High 77. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Curling up in bed with a favorite book is nice, but I think women would rather curl up with their favorite man. But here's the thing. About half of men over 40 have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Well, Viagra helps guys with ED get and keep an erection. And remember, you only take it when you need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor